Well, these kids here, they're like more respectful and they adapt more to any situation. So everything started like 5 years ago when two kids from the North Coast decided to find sister by themselves. They started walking all the way from the North Coast. Walking, suddenly they got to Tegucigalpa almost dead. A cab driver picked them up and asked them like, what are you doing? So these kids are like, oh, we're looking for sister, we want help. And then the cab driver, luckily, he knew sister, so the cab driver took the kids to sister. Sister's never gonna say no. That's a big problem of this organization. Even though we can't handle 200 kids, she'll find a way. They got to Tegucigalpa almost dead. A cab driver picked them up and asked them like, what are you doing? So these kids are like, oh, we're looking for sister, we want help. And then the cab driver, luckily, he knew sister, so the cab driver took the kids to sister. Sister's never gonna say no. That's a big problem of this organization. Even though we can't handle 200 kids, she'll find a way to provide. So basically, everything started here. She had this property, there was nothing here, nothing, just this house. And like those two kids lived here for a while. We had a guy that helped them, like get better because they had malnutrition and stuff like that.
Oh, that works. That's me. I have a 5.
Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Okay, my name is Omar Felipe Rodas, and now we are in Nuevo Paraíso. Nuevo Paraíso is a place that was founded by Sor Maria Rosa. This is a community that have helped a lot of people, and I'm one of that people. Sister Maria Rosa is a nun. She has helped a lot of people with her organization. The children who are here, they are here because they come from very, very poor families, and their families cannot support them. So they have brought them to Nuevo Paraíso. And we hope that when they grow up and they can back to their families and they can help their families. I have known some cases when the children or the boys are very dedicated, they want to improve their life.
I don't know if you know a lot of things about Honduras, but we have a lot of boys and girls, and they are prostitution, drug, and most of them they are in jail and gangs. Sister wants to help the children. You know, this is because we bring the children to society to change their life, because they have everything here. You know, food, protection, health, medicine, love. This is most important for them.
Nuevo Paraíso or Sociedad de los Niños has changed my life. First, I came here when I was 7 years old. So now I'm 24, 17 years living in this place. And I have grown here, you know. And now I am in the university. In my family there are 8 boys. In my case, my family is a single mother. We have been living just with my mother since 11 or 12 years, you know, because my father left us around 12 years. If I had grown in Tegucigalpa, I never had left to the school or high school. Nothing of that had happened.
Well, I'm Maria Rosa. I was born in Puerto Cortes, the north. And I was 6 years old when I first have the knowledge of the grace of God to meet with the sisters from Germany. And I was so impressed with them when they told me those are young girls that they want to serve the orphans, the sick, the schools, and the whole spiel that the sisters do. They told me I was an orphan. Then I said, oh, I want to be one of them. I believe very strong until today that they came all the way from Germany because the Lord has already chosen me for this work. See, those are God's ways and not our ways. And this is the way that I came to the sisters. There were 6 sisters coming from Germany in that time. The other 4 were in the hospital, they were nurses. And then I thought one day, well, I know what to do with the orphans because I was living with the orphanage. I want to know what to do with the sick people. So I started bothering those poor sisters until they sent me to the hospital. But I didn't know anything about nursing, so I was just looking around, taking care of, smiling to the patients, sometimes singing from them. I like to make people happy. So I went to the rooms, visit the sick, and giving them a little massage or pulling the sheets, no wrinkles, anything that would make people feel better. Anyway, I was in polyclinic until I was 22, and now you want to go out, pick up children, who is going to feed them? If they get sick, what you're going to do? And I used to say, I come right here because it's a hospital, and you have to help me to make them better. And they start scaring me not to live because it's so hard, and what happened if somebody died? What happened if this? What happened if that? I say, well, if this is God's holy will and His own project, He would be there with me. He would help me to do. I'm not afraid. I have more faith than frightened. And so, one day, I came to the sisters and I said, this is a deal with me. I don't want to wait any longer, but I want to know if I will have the permission to live, to work for the children. I wait 18 years to get that crazy permission. The only learning I have is what the life and children have shown me. And I learned a lot from them. And I knew in my own skin, what a little child needs. When he's an orphan, when he's poor, when he's this. I passed through the whole thing. Like God will prepare me that way. Why I lost my parents? Only He knows. And one day I even said, thanks God that you let me alone because I was free to choose whatever you want me to do. If I will have my parents, they will make decisions because I was just a little girl.